Hi, hello, welcome to HashLearn. I'm Vandana, your maths faculty. Children, after long back, we are meeting again. What we were discussing? The conic sections. We learned circles and parabola. Now we are going to learn the ellipse also we completed. Now we are going to learn this hyperbola. So all these comes under conic sections only, isn't it? Yes. Hello Devi Priya, good afternoon. How are you? You don't have college? Fine, I'm so happy that you are here. Just a minute. Now, let us start the class. Eccentricity of the ellipse whose lattice sectum is equal to the distance between the two focus. That is what they gave lattice sectum. That is L is equal to distance between the focus. Yeah, I'm very good, Devi Priya. How are you? 2c. What is L? L is nothing but 2b square by a is equal to 2c. 2 will get cancelled. B square by a is equal to c they give. That is a relationship. At that time, what you have to find out? You have to find out the eccentricity. Okay. So that is you have to find out the E value. Now think children, there is no E value at all. But still using this relation I would like to find out the E value. So only the way is convert the C in terms of E. We learnt E is equal to C by A. Okay. Now C can be written as AE. So this relation will convert it as B square by A is equal to AE. That's what I wrote here. Isn't it? Both the sides 2 will get cancelled. Do the cross multiplication. We'll get B square is equal to A square by E. Now E is equal to B square by A square. But we know that E is equal to root of 1 minus B square by A square. From where we got this? This is the relationship between A square is equal to B square plus C square. Here also you convert it in terms of eccentricity, you will get this relation. Okay, but B square by A square can be replaced with E. So the equation becomes E square is equal to 1 minus E. Bring it to one side, that gives you a quadratic equation. So E is equal to minus 1 plus R minus root 5 by 2. If you apply minus b plus r minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. But I am getting two values. Which value is correct? This is the most important point. That is, for ellipse, it should be, eccentricity should be less than 1. It should not be greater than 1. So, because of that, the value is root 5 minus 1 by 2. If you are taking root 5 plus 1 by 2, then that gives you the eccentricity value is greater than 1. So, I am not supposed to take this value. So, I should take only root 5 minus 1 by 2. So, which option is correct? Option B is correct, but most of the students selected option A. So, understood right why you should not select option A, because you will get the eccentricity value as greater than 1. That will not give you the ellipse because of that. Understood right? Next. Today we are going to learn about the hyperbola and we are going to do some problems on it. Okay. What is hyperbola? The set of all the points, it is a locus of all the points. The difference between the fixed points, clear? Okay. See, take two fixed points. These are your fixed points. The fixed points are called focus. Here it is plural, so I will say it as foci. Now take any point, that is PF1, the difference between these distances minus PF2 should be always constant, but I'll not write in this way because I should not get the negative value. This is a distance. It should be always positive. So how will I write? By the diagram itself, I clearly know that PF2 is the longest length. So how will I write? PF2 minus PF1 is equal to 2A. Yes, Devi Priya, I know you are not joining for 2019 also. Yesterday also eagerly I waited for you, that I expected even you will come and attend my class, JEE level problems. No, I thought you will come and attend, but you didn't. I don't know. Okay, so this is the definition, the locus of all the points which gives the difference. So how? Difference between the fixed points is always constant. The difference is called hyperbola. The sum is called ellipse. Okay. Now see children, this is called vertex. This is called center. And then these are called, this is focus. Where the focus is lying. In ellipse, we will call it as the major axis, but here we will call it as transverse axis. So this x-axis is called transverse axis. Which is perpendicular to it is called conjugate axis. Conjugate axis. Oh, is it? Okay. Not a issue, Devi Priya. These are called acetomes, but it is out of our topic. We want to learn only this. How we will write? Here we have two ways of writing the hyperbola. One is the focus is on the x-axis. The other one is the focus on the y-axis. How I'll get? I'll get like this. These are the fixed points. Okay, so how will I write the equation? That is very important, children. So how will I write the equation? That is x square by, along with the x-axis, what you are having. So along with the x-axis, I am having the transverse axis. I told you already, transverse axis is the longest axis. So you have to write that only, because if you are writing the conjugate axis, you will get the minus symbol. That you should not. So x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Here I will write the equation as, because it is along with the y-axis, my conjugate axis is along with the x-axis, my transverse axis is along with the y-axis. So transverse axis is the longest axis. So I should not get minus. So I will write y square by a square minus x square by b square is equal to 1. Now from the diagram itself, you can easily make out here to here the distance. So the length of the transverse axis from the center to here it is a. That means here to here also a. Total length will be a plus a, that is the length of the transverse axis is 2a. Now the length of the conjugate axis, here to here it is b and here to here it is b. The length of the conjugate axis is 2b. So the length of the conjugate axis is 2b. Remaining everything it is same, children. What the remaining term? That is lateral septum. What is lateral septum? The perpendicular line which is passing through the focus. Okay, so it should be perpendicular. This is called lateral septum. So we usually write L is equal to 2b square by a. Isn't it? Same thing in ellipse also. Next, eccentricity is equal to the ratio between C and A. For the parabola, for the ellipse, it should be eccentricity is less than 1. For the hyperbola, this eccentricity value must be greater than 1. Clear, children? Any doubts? Okay. So, this is about hyperbola. So, let us start doing some problems, then we can understand the concept in the better manner. Okay. Find the equation of a hyperbola. I have to find out the equation. So, the given information is what? One is focus and the vertices. See, focus C of 0, plus or minus 3. And the vertices, what is vertex? Yes, that is the length of the transverse axis, vertex where it meets. Now children, you observe here the x coordinate is 0. That means my focus, my vertex is along with the y axis. So my hyperbola is like this. Hyperbola is like this. Here is the fixed point. So this is 0, 3. This is 0, minus 3. Usually whenever I have like this, how will I write the equation? I will write the equation in this way. Y square by b square minus x square by a square is equal to 1. So what I said, longest minus shortest distance. The longest is the transverse axis. Transverse axis is along with the y axis. So I wrote y square by a, y square by a square, right? The equation is y square by a square, x square by b square is equal to 1. Clear, children? Along with the y axis, I am going to have the distance, length of the transverse axis. Clear? So let us find out. So indirectly they gave that a value is root 11 by 2. Here the c value is 3. And the relationship between, so clearly you can make out this is c, this is a. So comparatively C is the longest side. So what will be the relation? C square is equal to a square plus b square. But in ellipse, a square is equal to b square plus c square is the relation. Don't get confused. With the diagram, you can easily make out what is the relation. See, C is here, A is here. So C square is the longest. C square is equal to a square plus b square. So please find out what is c square. That is 9 is equal to a square. A square will be 11 by 4 plus b square. I want the b square value, 9 minus 11 by 4. So take the LCM. 36 minus 11 by 4 is equal to b square. That is 25 by 4 is equal to b square. This is your b square value. Now it is so simple to write the equation y square by a square. This is your a value. Write the a square value, that is 11 by 4 minus x square by b square. B square is 25 by 4 is equal to 1. This is your equation. So we can simplify this also. So how will you simplify this? That is, if you simplify, you will get, so 4 will go up. 4 into 25 I am writing directly, otherwise 4y square by 11 minus x square, 4x square by 25 is equal to 1. Cross multiplication, we know, right? So if you multiply, you will get 100y square minus 44x square is equal to 275. You will get the equation of the hyperbola. Clear, children? Any doubts? No? Okay, fine. Next question. Find the equation of a hyperbola. Foci is this and the length of the lateral sectum is this. What is that? So, L value is given as 36. What is the L value? What is the formula? 2b square. Correct, Devi Priya, correct. Good. 2b square by a is equal to 36. So, indirectly they gave this information. Here the foci 0, plus or minus 12. So, here also which is 0, x coordinate is 0. So, that means the foci is along with the y-axis. So, hyperbola once again I am going to have like this. So, foci C is equal to 0, 12 and here the C value is 0, minus 12. Now, what will be the equation? What I said, longest side minus shortest side. What is the longest side? Where we are having the transverse axis. Where we are having the transverse axis, that is along with the y-axis. So, how will I write the equation? Y square by y square by a square minus x square by b square is equal to 1. So, I know only the C value. Using that, I have to find out the A and B value. I know one more information, the relationship between ABC. What is the relationship between ABC here? That is C square is equal to A square plus B square. You can convert this to 1s are to 18s are. So, B square can be written as 18a, isn't it? Just dump the values over here. C square value, C value I know children, that is 12 square is nothing but 144. A square, that is A square value I don't know. B square can be written as 18a. Bring it to one side. So, this gives you a quadratic equation 18a minus 144 is equal to 0. You know how to solve the quadratic equation. If you multiply, you should get 144. If you add, you should get 18. So, if you solve like that, you will get the values for a as minus 24 and 6. I told you already, the distance, the length of the A is nothing but length of the semi-transverse axis. Length means 2A. Length of the transverse axis is 2A. Semi means half of it. So, it should not be negative. So, A value is 6. Now, it is very easy to find out the B value because B square is equal to 18 into 6. B square value is 108. Just substitute the value y square by a square. I know the a value. 6 square is nothing but 36 minus x square by 108 is equal to 1. This is your equation of a hyperbola. Clear children? Any doubts? Yes. Are you people also having this symbol? Okay, fine. Next. Now, it's a time for contest. So, what I gave previous class contest question, if the ends of the major axis, that is, I gave the a value as root 5, minor axis, that is, I gave the values as b value as 1. Then the equation of the ellipse. So, unfortunately, there was no winner in that class. So, the answer for this question is option D. Children, please get ready for today's contest question. It is very simple question. Here goes your question. Yes, your countdown starts now. 3, 2, 1. Come back to the class. Okay, fine. Find the corresponding foci, vertices, eccentricity, length of the lateral sectum. Foci means what value I have to find out? C value I have to find out. Vertices, what is the vertex? A value I have to find out. Eccentricity, E is nothing but C by A. And length of the lateral sectum, that is L, is equal to 2B square by A. So, these values I have to find out using this equation. Okay. So, please observe here, in hyperbola what I said, the longest axis minus the shortest axis. So, longest axis is this, whatever it is. So, I understood that it is along with the x-axis. So, my focus is like this. My hyperbola is in this way. Clear? Now, the equation will be usually for this kind of hyperbola, x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Now, from the given equation, I can easily make out this is the value for a square, this is the value for b square. When we know a and b value, it is very simple to find out the remaining terms. So, please find out first one C. We know the relationship between C, A, B, that is C square is equal to A square plus B square. Yeah, very good Devi Priya, correct. C square is equal to 16 plus 9, 25, that is C value is root 25, C value is plus or minus 5 comma 0, correct. C value is plus or minus 5 comma 0. I know the C value. So, first one foci I wrote. Now, write the vertex. Vertex is nothing but 0 comma plus or minus A. So, 0 comma plus or minus A value is 4, isn't it? Next, eccentricity, C by A, C value is 5, it is a distance, isn't it? You are not supposed to take minus value. So, 5 by 4. Next, find out the length of the lateral sectum. 2 into B square value is 9, A value is 4, 2 1s are, 2 2s are. So, I will get the length of the lateral sectum as 9 by 2. Clear children? Yes. Next. Find the corresponding same thing, same values I have to find out. C value I have to find out, A value, E is equal to C by A, length of the lateral sectum. L is equal to 2B square by A using this equation. What I said? The longest axis minus the shortest. So, the longest axis is along with the y-axis. So, the hyperbola is like this. Usually, whenever I have like this, the equation is y square by a square minus x square by b square is equal to 1. Clear? Now, compare. This is your a square value, this is your b square value. Now, it is very simple to find out the c value. C square is equal to a square plus b square. So, c square is equal to 9 plus 27. So, c square is equal to 36 plus or minus 6. How will you write it? That is very important. It is along with the y-axis. So, how will I write? X coordinate is 0, 0 comma plus or minus 6. Wantedly they will give you plus or minus 6 comma 0. That is wrong only. Next, a value 0 comma plus or minus 3. Clear? Next, eccentricity, that is 6 by 3, that is 2. Next, find out the length of the lateral sectum. 2 into 27 by A. 3 ones are 3 nines are, that is 18. Clear, children? So, if you know ellipse properly, you can easily do hyperbola. Only the thing is, you should remember this relation. There in the ellipse, the relation is A square is equal to B square plus C square. Here, the relation is C square is equal to A square plus B square. Clear, children? Any doubts? No? Okay, next. If the vertices and the foci of hyperbola is given, using these two, I have to write the equation of the hyperbola. Okay. Now see, by seeing this itself I understood 0, x coordinate is 0. So, the vertex is along with the y-axis. Here is my vertex 0, 5 and the other one is 0, minus 5, and the foci, that is 0, 8, the other one is 0, minus 8. These are the coordinates. So, very simple, that is A value is given as 5, C value is given as 8. Now, whenever we have like this, how will I write the equation of the hyperbola? Y square by A square minus x square by B square is equal to 1. Devi Priya, are you there? Next, the relationship between A, B, C. C square is equal to A square plus B square. C square is equal to, C square value I know, right? So, 8 square is equal to A square, that is 5 square plus B square. Find out. 64 minus 25. B square is equal to 64 minus 25 is what? So, just find out this value, that is 39. Just dump the values. Y square by A square, that is 25 minus x square by B square value is 39 is equal to 1. This is our required equation. Yes, are you there? Okay, fine. You are not giving the answers, no? That's why I asked. Okay. Is it clear to you? Yes. Next one. Same thing. So, because all these things we learned, today is the very basic class of hyperbola. Tomorrow we are going to learn the mains level questions, how they will ask in particular topic. Because today the center is at origin, but tomorrow whatever we are going to take the questions, at that time the center won't be at origin. So, then it will change. That we will do it tomorrow. So, here also they gave vertex and the foci. So, A value is 3 and then C value is 5. So, same thing, no children, this is also x coordinate is 0. So, I will write directly the equation is y square by A square minus x square by B square is equal to 1. Please write the relationship, C square is equal to A square plus B square. 25 is equal to 9 plus B square, that is B square value is 16. Very simple, just dump the values. Y square by 9 minus x square by 16 is equal to 1. This is your required equation. Clear? Okay. Next one. Nice. See, now what they gave? They gave the foci and the transverse axis, the complete transverse axis. Means what? The length of the transverse axis is nothing but 2A is 8, A value is 4. Now the foci, foci means C value 5. Which coordinate is 0? Y coordinate is 0. Very good. 16, no dear. Have you got 4? 4 square, 16. Correct, correct. You made the mistake. 4 square you should write, Devi Priya. Okay, not an issue. Now I would like to find out the hyperbola. Clearly I can make out y coordinate is 0. So the standard equation is, it is along with the foci is along with the x-axis. X square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Find out the b square value. C square is equal to a square plus b square. 25 is equal to 16 plus b square. B square is 9. Now write x square by 16 minus y square by 9 is equal to 1. Clear? It's okay. We are here to clear your confusion. We are so happy to do that. Not an issue. So understood, right? This is the equation of a hyperbola. Clear? Okay, next. Foci, length of the conjugate axis. Foci and length of the conjugate. Conjugate axis is nothing but 2b value. Transverse axis means it is 2a value. Conjugate axis means it is 2b value. How much they gave? It is 24. B value is what? 12. And C value is 13. Now, once again you observe here the x coordinate is 0. That means the foci is over here. So, foci is along with the y-axis. So, what is the standard equation? Y square by a square minus x square by b square is equal to 1. Find out, very simple, right? The relationship c square is equal to a square plus b square. Substitute the values. 13 square is equal to a square plus 144. A square is equal to 169 minus 144. So, how much I will get? 25 I will get. So, a value is not required. Directly a square. I have to write only the equation, right? Y square by 25 minus x square by b square. What is your b square value? 144 is equal to 1. Is it clear to you? Yes. Next one. Find the corresponding foci, vertices, eccentricity. Same thing. Foci is nothing but C. Vertices means A value. Eccentricity means E is equal to C by A. And the length of the lateral sectum, that is L, is equal to 2b square by A. Very good. Devi Priya, correct. Now, take the equation 5y square minus 9x square is equal to 36. It is not in the standard form, right? Is equal to 1. So, because of that, I am trying to bring the given equation in the standard form. If I want here 1, so I have to divide it with 36. 5y square by 36 minus 9x square by 36 is equal to 1. So, y square by 36 by 5 minus x square by 36 by 9 is equal to 1. So, 9 1s are, 9 4s are. So, children, usually in this way, what is the standard equation? Y square by a square minus x square by b square is equal to 1. So, this gives you a square value, this gives you b square value, isn't it? Now, find out the c value first. What is the c value? C square is equal to a square plus b square. Find out. 36 by 5, b square is nothing but 4. C square is equal to, find the LCM, 36 plus 20 by 5, that is 56 by 5. Now, I would like to find out C value, root 56 by 5. Understood, right? Okay, next. This is your C value. Now, it is very easy to find out the remaining values. It is y is front. So, how will you write the foci? 0, comma, very good, plus r minus root 56 by 5, correct. Very good, Devi Priya. Next, A value is 0, comma, plus r minus root 36 by 5. Next, E is equal to C by A. So, here also root 5, here also root 5. No, I will write root 56 by root 36. 2b square, 2 into 4 divided by A value. What is your A value? Root 36 by 5. So, you can simplify or you can leave like this. Understood, right? So, yes. Next one. Next problem. Same thing, foci. Foci means I have to find out the C value. Vertices, I have to find out the A value. Eccentricity, E is equal to C by A. Length of the lateral sectum L is equal to 2b square by A. Clear? So, find out. This is also not in the standard form. 49y square minus 16x square is equal to 784. Please divide this with 784. So, 49y square by 784 minus 16x square by 784 is equal to 1. You will get the equation as y square by 16 minus x square by 49 is equal to 1. So, y terms are first. So, what will be the standard equation whenever we have y terms like this? The standard equation is y square by a square minus x square by b square is equal to 1. So, a square value is 16, a value is 4, b square value is 49 and b value is 7. Now, children, find out. I want actually the C value. The relationship is C square is equal to a square plus b square. A square value, how much I got? 16 plus 49, that is 65. C value is root 65. So, now I know all the values. How will I write? This is y is front. The foci is along with the y axis. So, how will I write? 0, comma, plus r minus root 65. A value also, how will I write? 0, comma, plus r minus 4. Eccentricity root 65 by 4. And then 2 into 49 by 4. 2 1s are, 2 2s are. So, this is our lateral sectum, 49 by 2. Clear, children? Any doubts? No. Okay. Today, we learnt what is hyperbola. The difference, that is very important. What is that? The longest length minus shortest length. That you have to keep it in your mind, because many of you people, y square by b square, whenever I am giving like this, if I ask the length of the transverse axis, most of you people will say, ma'am, 25 is major. No, so it is a square. No, it is longest side minus shortest. So, this gives you a square. A square is 16, not the 25. That is very, very important. A is equal to 4, then length of the transverse axis will be 8. That is very important. Okay. So, here how many types are there? Hyperbola, 2 types. One is not only hyperbola, ellipse also. Along with the x-axis, the other one is along with the y-axis. Okay. Thanks for joining with us. Children, the different questions, the selected questions I discussed with you people in the CPP, the passport uses, right away you can start solving the questions. Oh, you liked. Thank you so much, Devi Priya. Thanks for your compliment. Okay, everyone start solving the questions. All the best to you. Bye bye.